Hey everyone, and this is Games I Speak. I'm Geo,
And I'm Josie.
and today we have a bunch of interesting topics that we want to cover.
Yup.
Um, so let's get started. First up, Nintendo. They just released a roadmap.
A 2020 roadmap of the upcoming games.
So yeah, let's check that out.
Yeah, so right off the bat, they already have one that's already come out, which is Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore. That's a mouthful, man. Like that's a sentence for a
Now,
title.
wasn't the original version of this on the Wii U?
Correct.
Yeah.
It was trapped on the Wii U, but like the Switch do, they want to go ahead and remake every Wii U game and sell them for a regular price.
Hey, there's a lot of good titles on the Wii U, and I'm sure, I mean, you're happy that it's coming to the Switch,
Also,
right?
the added portability, like you can't disregard that. So
Yeah.
it's understandable that the price is the way it is.
Yeah.
But looking forward, I see Darksiders Genesis that's coming out soon on February 14th.
Yeah.
We've got this new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I don't know if I'm too excited about that, but Trials of Mana, that's the remake of the third Mana game,
Yes.
Seiken Densetsu.
Yeah.
And I'm
Which is
super
also
excited for
coming
that.
out on PS4, which is already out on PS4, right?
Well, that's a collection of Mana that's out.
Yes, that's right.
And then there's Secret of Mana that was remade in 3D, and this is Trials of Mana, which is the remake.
Okay.
So it's like a 3D remake of like the 2D Super Nintendo game that never came out stateside.
Okay.
It was only in Japan.
Okay.
And then the expansion pass for Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I haven't gotten either, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different type of Pokemon game targeted towards a different generation.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. And then there's just some other games that I have never even heard of. What is that, Snack World? I don't even know what that's about.
It's about snacks, bro.
Oh, right. It's a world of snacks. And I was like, oh, that's my life.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm already snacking
It
all
actually
the time.
it actually has the name of a cell phone game. Snack World.
It does, yeah, it
Yeah.
does feel. It's like Candy Crush, but for the
Yeah.
Switch. But I don't know enough to talk about it. But Devil
Yeah.
May Cry 3, I can talk about at length.
Yes.
I love that game. That's actually my favorite Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
And the cool addition that Capcom's already unveiled is that they have a freestyle mode. Like before in the original Devil May Cry 3, you could only choose what fighting style you wanted when the game, before you went on a mission. Now you can go ahead and switch between the styles. There's about 4 or 5 of them. You can switch between them freely, which is very cool.
Yeah.
And that'll add another layer of gameplay to that game.
Okay.
So it makes it cool to play, but at the same time, an issue being is that there's no physical version of this game
Yes.
for collectors like myself and
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
So
You'll just have to get
it's
the original.
only digital. And here's the kicker.
Yeah.
They are actually releasing Devil May Cry Collection physically in Japan on the Switch, but it only includes 1 and 2. The third one is a download code.
Yes, you told me that, which is nobody wants that. Nobody asked for that.
Yeah, nobody wants that. But at the same time, the thing is that I don't know. I kind of want to get it.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I love cartridge consoles
Yes.
because discs have a lot of issues. They call it disc rot, but basically all it means is that discs degrade over time.
Yes.
They get scratches, they become unreadable, and we're finding out now that discs were basically just a cheap form of media to store data on. It wasn't,
I mean, they were good for audio.
Yeah,
and,
no,
and video.
Yes.
At the time.
yeah,
But
but
they didn't know better.
they didn't know better. Which is why I applaud Nintendo for sticking to the cartridge
What are you
format.
talking about? GameCube. Wii U.
Yeah,
They tried.
yeah. Well, it's kind of.
But they
it's-
came back.
They came back, and I know why, because obviously they were targeting handheld type of platform. But
yeah, the market.
yeah, so yeah, I think all those titles look good.
But there's some other titles, real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Showing it real quick. I am super excited for the Outer Worlds. I haven't played it yet, so I might want to get that.
Yes.
And then Doom Eternal is coming for everything. I'm not going to get on the Switch, most likely.
You know
I'll probably
what?
get it on Xbox One, to be honest.
Yeah, I would say either Xbox or PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
exactly.
are the two console. Or if you had to get a console, Xbox, but preferably on PC.
Bravely Default 2. I loved Bravely Default on the 3DS. It is an incredible JRPG from Square Enix, and it is just an ode to old school RPGs. The ending got a little long in the tooth, but still, they made a Bravely Default 2, which was called Bravely Second. So this one called Bravely Default 2, I'm like, what? I don't know what's going on?
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to that, as well as the Smash Brothers. The next expansion pass is there.
Yeah.
And
But I'm kind of, for Smash Brothers, I'm kind of like,
smashed out.
yeah, like I do hope that we get more Fire Emblem characters though.
I actually just want it to be all Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah,
They replace the characters they already have in there.
Yeah.
With Fire Emblem.
Exactly.
And then a couple of other ones. Panzer Dragoon, which is a remake of Panzer Dragoon on the Sega Saturn, which isn't nowhere else. Well, actually, it's on Panzer Dragoon Orta on the Xbox One/Xbox, the original Xbox.
Yes. The original Xbox, which is amazing, by the way. It
yeah.
is an amazing console. I would recommend any retro collector out there to buy one.
But this Panzer Dragoon remake is kind of a big deal, and I actually hope that it eventually leads to a Panzer Dragoon
series
saga
reboot.
like remake, because obviously that's locked
yeah.
on the Saturn,
Yeah.
and I can't play that. And it's worth like, it's selling for like $1,000, if that.
Now,
700, 800.
There's also the infamous story of you and trying to purchase that game on eBay, but that will we'll save that story. We'll save that story.
I don't know
for
why you gotta
another
be so
time.
negative. To round that out, though, I just want to end with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, because Xenoblade Chronicles is one of my favorite JRPG like series. It has earned its place and the pantheon of like loved JRPGs, at least on my end.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for this one, and I hope it sells well because it deserves it. They are quality JRPGs with fantastic stories and amazing characters.
Okay, yeah. I personally haven't played them, so I can't say, but I do trust your
They
judgment.
are lengthy, but once you get in, it kind of like it grabs you and doesn't let go. They're a lot of fun. They're incredibly immersive, and the gameplay is so good.
All right. Well, I mean, I might check it out. You know?
Please.
So next up, we're going to cover Google Stadia, which had some big announcements this week. So let's...
That they've started succeeding? J.K. Ruffalo.
They've started doing stuff that actually is going to work. All right, so let's look at this.
Wait, what? For real?
They promised more than 120 games this year, including 10 exclusives.
Okay.
So, I mean... They need to do something big. You know
they
what I
need
mean?
exclusives.
Yeah, they need exclusives. Let's see.
Because honestly, currently, it's either you go ahead and you buy the game at full price on a console that can play the game accurately and well, or you take a chance on Google Stadia's bandwidth and you kind of roll the dice whether it works well or not.
Yeah.
And so far as I'm concerned, or at least I've seen, it hasn't been working well for people that have adopted into the Google Stadia system.
Yeah. So someone ran the numbers early on when they announced it, and they found that if you really want to play 4K games, you'll eat up all your bandwidth extremely fast. So that hasn't been solved yet.
The internet infrastructure, at least stateside, isn't. What's it called? It needs to adapt.
It needs to adapt
to this kind of need.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen so long as the FCC allows cable companies to restrict throttle, which happens to me all the time.
Same here.
Yeah. So me personally, I don't care about Google Stadia. I'm just going to throw that out there. That's not for me. I'm not really interested.
Why
in
is
Google.
that, Geo?
Enlighten us. Okay. The reason why is because, first of all, you don't own the games.
Okay.
Right? And not only do you not own the games, you don't even get to have the games on your device. I mean, they're streamed from a different location.
Yes.
So you can't even play offline.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you're kind of stuck with their weird controller setup for now. And I love PC games. I use an Xbox controller when I play a lot of PC games,
which is fantastically compatible with PC in general.
Yeah,
so that's a good thing.
So I'm sure they're probably going to have mods that people I don't know how it's going to work. It's too new. But
what about this for the uninformed? What is the biggest difference between Stadia and
Steam?
Something on Steam?
Okay.
Exactly, especially if it has always online DRM.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the big difference between Steam is Steam you can download the game physically to your computer,
Okay.
and you can play offline for a lot of titles.
But I added the caveat of always online DRM.
Yeah. So that is horrible. I don't support that at all.
Mm.
I don't support that.
So you
at
don't
all.
have any games that have it?
I
Because
no,
it's
I don't
hard to
think so.
avoid.
I don't
Okay.
have. I don't think I have any.
Okay.
Now, if it's a purely online game, then
Yes.
I guess that's the same thing because you just have to be online. There's no option, right?
Of
So that's
course.
probably like the same thing. There are a few games like that I play, but those are mostly multiplayer titles.
Yes.
But I will say this about Steam: there's something called a Steam Link.
Okay.
Uh, Valve doesn't sell them directly anymore, but you can go and you can find a used one on eBay, $40. This thing is amazing. Not only can you stream from a gaming rig to your TV, but now they set it up where I could go on vacation.
Okay.
I could download my favorite games to my gaming computer, hook up my Steam Link,
Yes.
go on vacation, and tap into my gaming computer from a different location.
But it
and
has to be on.
Yeah, you just leave it on, but it's your own personal Google Stadia.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
and so
okay,
this is
that's
a
cool.
new feature I believe that they released last
Trying
year.
to combat.
Yeah, I mean, I would much rather do that than something like Google Stadia because I can basically choose which games I want to run on my computer, and I can just hook into my own computer that's mine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It seems I like ownership.
Well, here's
I
the
like
biggest
ownership.
difference. Here's the biggest difference between that and Stadia is that there's no pre purchase, or you don't have to actually order kind of some kind of subscription to use Steam.
Yeah, I don't have to
And
subscribe to
that's
myself.
that's problem. That's a big problem because
I don't have to.
on top of purchasing full price,
Yeah.
playing full price for games, you also have to have
A monthly subscription fee.
exactly.
Yeah. Which you don't have to
That's
do
a hard pill to swallow.
if you use Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's free. So you just buy the game, download it, play it. I'm going to try the Steam Link thing out. I really want to try that out.
Now, this is we weren't going to talk about this, but I'm going to throw this curveball. What do you think, and are you excited for Half-Life Alyx?
Yeah, but I don't.
Do you want to get a VR headset?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
don't have a VR headset right now. Why did they just make it?
A regular Half-Life game?
Yeah, why not do? Well, okay.
Because
Here's
they want
the
to
thing.
sell them VRs.
Yeah,
The Vers.
they want to sell VR, but it's why now? Why did they do this all of a sudden? Like, how long were they planning this? Is this something like? Is it just to sell VR? Like, I don't get it. This move is kind of weird because people have been begging for a new
Half-Life 3
Half-Life
for forever.
forever.
Literally forever since
Yeah.
the beginning of time.
And
It's in the Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
Like Half-Life 3. I think it's the third one.
Yeah, I've played both Half-Lives. Love them. I've played all of Valve games. I love them. I love Valve more than Blizzard for their games.
Yes.
I don't know why. I'm just a huge fan of their games.
You don't know why? I was going to ask. Are those a follow-up question? It's like, why? And you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, we've been waiting. So maybe if they can convince me that they just wanted to go the VR route because they could make the game a better experience overall,
Yes.
I'll buy it if they say that. But as far as like investing in a VR headset just for that one game,
No, especially if it's $1,000. It's more than a console.
yes, it is a console.
Yeah.
It technically kind of is a console, right?
Fair, but you still need a PC to play it.
Yes. Well, here's the thing.
No, actually.
They have an Oculus Go, but as far as I know, that does not support titles that need enough power that a PC would run. So
Okay.
you could get an Oculus Go, but the slim pickings, you don't get every game on an Oculus Go, from what I've read.
Yes.
So you would need something like HTC. What are they called? Vives.
Yes.
Yeah, or a Oculus, and then there's a new one that's coming
That's
out.
the new one that Valve did. I think it's called Incept or something. I forget.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you need one. You need one.
Yeah.
And they're expensive as hell. So
And you need a PC to power it.
yeah. Now, if there was a good Black Friday sale, I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, that's how I got my VR headset. I got my VR headset from Newegg for the PS4 VR, and I love it. I honestly do love the PS4 VR. I haven't beaten any games on it, but I've played many. And like Wipeout HD, Resident Evil 7 on it is so good. Zone of the Enders HD, it's really, really amazing. I love it. But
I need to try it at your house.
I got it for close to $200. And that was a Skyrim bundle. And I was like, done deal.
yeah, that's worth it.
And it was like, I think the new version of the VR, because there's like a 2.0 and a 1.0.
Yeah.
So it was the new version that came with Skyrim, and I was like, done.
Yeah.
It's super simple. And then the Super Hot is on it. I love Super Hot. Super Hot's a very good game.
Now, I have a question for you. How long can you play before your eyes bleed?
Luckily, my eyes haven't bled yet,
Okay.
but there have been points of dizziness, especially with Wipeout and Star Wars Battlefront has an X-Wing mission that, Star Wars Battlefront is so cheap now, like honestly, because it's a pretty much online game. But it does have like a Battlefront mission in there that's just for like you piloting an X-Wing and doing like a really quick like 20-minute mission. I've gotten dizzy doing that a little bit, but it's so much fun. Oh my god. Yeah. And then there's this other one called Farpoint, which I actually purchased the gun peripheral used from GameStop for about $60 with the game.
That must be fun.
Yeah, it is actually, and you're moving in a 3D space. Like you actually have to move around.
Yeah,
it's very cool. It can get disorienting at times, but I thought it was very cool. There's another new one that came out called Bravo Team that I want to check out. But I want more gun games. I like that kind of sensation.
Yes.
But I don't have like a trackpad, so it's kind of hard within like my living room space in order to maneuver around.
Yeah.
Especially like I said, when you get disoriented, I'm like, where am I? Am I close to furniture? Am I going to hit something?
Yeah. And this literally is the new light gun game.
Yeah.
No. This is where all those games are going. So I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, I love technology. I feel kind of mad at myself that I haven't embraced VR yet because it's like so untouched.
It's a little.
There's a lot
prohibitive because of the price.
Barrier of entry because of the cost, but also there's a lot of quality of life fixes that it needs. There's a lot, and I know John Carmack. He works for Facebook now, I believe, on the Oculus. He's working on fixing a lot of those quality of life issues, and the guy's a genius. So I will. I mean, I'm
pay attention to what he's doing.
I'm kind of leaning more towards
PC.
Oculus.
I think it makes sense for you.
Yeah,
definitely.
It makes sense.
But we should have an episode where you try the PS4 VR.
Yeah, that
there we
cool.
go. You're gonna like lose your ass.
You're
like, oh, what the? My sister. So side story. My sister was playing Resident Evil 7, and
did she get
literally
scared?
At the beginning of Resident Evil 7, she was doing this. She was looking at the ground, like in her VR with the VR headset on. She was looking at the ground, and she's like, "These leaves, they look so real." And I was like, "Play the game."
Yeah. Imagine if that's all you needed was a very nicely decorated ground, and that was the whole
Planet
experience.
Earth VR. That's it. That's all you need.
Oh my god! Look at the dirt.
Yeah, pretty much. And I was like, wait until you get scared. Which when she got scared, she was like freaking out. I loved it.
Yeah. No, I want to do it. I just bought Resident Evil 7 for PS4, obviously.
Oh, maybe that's the game that you got to try.
Yeah, I think I should try it. I should try
on
it.
PSVR.
Oh, I'll go to your house. I'll try it. Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah,
okay.
I want to try it.
Moving on.
Okay, so next up, we're going to talk about a touchy subject, which we already just breached. We're going to be talking about issues with collector's editions and physical editions in general. So first, I'm going to leave it up to you with the Final Fantasy VII issue. And I was wondering if you could just kind of
enlighten us,
explain to everyone what's going on here.
So what happens? I don't know when it actually started. I'm gonna say Kingdom Hearts, if not a little before that. But Square Enix, unfortunately, has been taking collector's editions and creating what is called a soft bundle.
Okay.
So instead of like a collector's edition where you had like this nice big box with your statue and your extras included with your game and everything fits in this one beautiful collector's edition box. A prime example is if you've seen Death Stranding or if you've seen previous...
Kakarot.
Yeah, Kakarot.
That's an amazing...
Kakarot's is really nice.
The amazing collector's edition.
like Bandai Namco actually has some nice ones. They did one for Xenoverse 2, Soul Calibur 6. But their Tales of Vesperia one, the remake for that was kind of lackluster, unfortunately. So what will happen is that they will have the game and they will have made the game or whatever, or published it in whatever state. So there's a regular standard edition, which is, that blue case or the regular case of the game, and then your deluxe edition, and then the collector's edition, they'll just take that deluxe edition and mail it to you with whatever extra thing that you have ordered. So,
that's not...
example, pull up that Final Fantasy VII thing. Example, that deluxe edition right there is the $80 version of the game, and you can order it, and it will have everything except for one piece of DLC and that figure, Cloud, with the Hardy Daytona.
So it's basically the same bundle, but just missing the figure and one piece of DLC.
Exactly. So
which
that's
you can
$80.
buy anyways.
That's $80. They're charging right there $329.99. That's $250 on top of the $80 deluxe for a figure and one piece of DLC. And yes, I am buying it.
Yeah,
I am a sucker, but still, it hurts.
Yes,
because
it
hurts, I bought like Kingdom Hearts 3. That game was the series alone is beloved by so many. It is a special occasion that it is coming out.
Yeah, because there wasn't it was Kingdom Hearts 2, and then it was like
10 years.
Yes, and it was a bunch of random Kingdom Hearts games.
No, it wasn't. They're not random. They're all essential. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
you don't know. You don't know the troubles we've seen. But anyways, Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's a special occasion. Like, people were hammering for that since the Final Fantasy VII demo reel on the PS3. This is an important event.
This is huge.
And the bundle that recently came out that has the game included and everything within the bundle is Left Alive. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
Like Left Alive was just a terrible Metal Gear Solid light type game that was trying to fill in that void. Also drawn by Yoji Shinkawa, the character designer and pretty much the mech designer for Metal Gear Solid. And it was panned by everyone. I have yet to play it. I did pre-order the collector's edition. I'm sorry, but still.
But you're part of the problem.
I am a part of the problem.
I am
part of the problem. But here's the thing. I'm also asking for a solution.
Yes.
Like I'm willing to pay because I want these things, but at the same time, like I want them in such a way that they are easily collectible.
They're what people
and
want.
They're not separated.
Yeah,
Because I have the Kingdom Hearts 3 Deluxe Edition. I have the Kingdom Hearts 3 Special Edition toys that came with it, which is the Toy Story version of Sora, Goofy, and Donald. They look great, but they're just separated by them.
Separated.
They're by themselves. And it doesn't look like it's a part of a cohesive package.
Yes, and over time, I feel those editions are going to lose value because people are going to be like, why are they separate? They're going to forget.
Yeah, as a collector, it does devalue things.
It's going to devalue.
But not just as a collector, but as like in terms of value, but as a collector in terms of heart value. Right here.
But so we have a good segue actually. There's another issue I wanted to bring up. PC gamers have it real bad.
Ooh.
So let me pull this up here. So Doom, I just found this today. Doom Eternal, they have a physical PC edition, and Doom is a PC game through and through. That's where it started.
Dude, I remember playing it on the 386.
Me too.
My dad was like, "Oh, I don't care that you're young.
Yeah,
go to hell." Literally, because you went to hell.
Yeah, and it gave me goosebumps, even though the graphics were horrible. But
I don't know, man. Like the ending to Doom 2 always scared the crap out of me.
But so let me. So basically, what's happening is that the physical edition is basically a box with a download code.
Yeah.
And the download code isn't even for Steam; it's for Bethesda's launcher. And so the website that I just pulled up is basically like a petition.
Yes.
For hey Bethesda, nobody asked for this.
You should have the link on the below.
Yeah, I'll put that link in there if you want to sign it. I signed it. Nobody asked for. Who asked for a box with a download code? And
will they even have the collector's edition, like the one with the statue and stuff, or not the statue, the helmet?
So you know what? I tried finding that. I gave up obviously because it sold out.
Yeah, but I'm asking if it's going to be on PC.
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. It probably is. They probably have
But
one
it's
for
like one
each
of
of
those
the
soft
platforms.
ones.
It might. I don't know. It looked like it was a. It looked awesome, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, the helmet looked awesome. But I'm talking just for the standard physical edition.
Yeah.
Nobody asked for that.
Mm-mm.
Nobody asked for that. So just please give the players a bone. First of all, you're not even giving them a physical copy of the game. There's no disc. Okay, I get it. PC's all digital now. It sucks, but that's what it is. But at least allow people to download it on their choice of platform, which is Steam. People like
their choice, which is one, which is not Bethesda.
Yeah, which is Steam. And the reason why it's Steam is because Steam's been around forever. Everyone collects their games there. At least you can collect your games there. You can't own them physically, but at least you can collect them there.
I mean,
you can log in your account. You can see all your games. Don't put it in a Bethesda launcher. It's just people hate that. There's too many services. Everything's getting splintered up.
I was literally about to follow this up.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference between Bethesda launcher and something like Battle.net?
Well, so the Blizzard one is interesting, but I feel like Blizzard can get away with it because they're just such a massive studio, and their games are really targeted to certain types of online players.
Okay.
They can kind of get away with it, but I don't want every studio having their own launcher and
like
you have
EA
to
Origin.
Yeah, I don't want to have to EA Origin's horrible. I hate their launcher. When I had to download Apex Legends through them, I was like, why? Why do I don't want to?
Why am I here?
First of all, I even forgot I had an EA Origins account. I had to go find it, and I was like, oh my god, what is this thing? It's ugly. It's orange. It's like. Anyways, the point is like if you're gonna take away people's physical copy, at least let them play on their platform of choice, which is Steam. And also, I want to point out a Blizzard title, Warhammer, not Warhammer,
No, Warcraft 3.
Warcraft 3 Reforged. Sorry,
Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, Warhammer 40K.
Warhammer 40K Azeroth edition.
Warhammer 3 Reforged, which was. You didn't play that when you were younger?
No, but my roommate at the time, he played the crap out of that game. He loved that game.
Was
and
huge.
I remember going to like PC Bang.
Yes.
Like PC cafes.
This is a time in our youth when PC cafes were huge, and we used to go play Warcraft 3.
We have a lot of Korean friends, so we call them PC Bang.
Yeah, PC Bang. Amazing game. Only China got a collector's edition. That's it. No other country, only China. And I was looking it up. It comes with a badass Arthas statue, and it's like, why can't we get that? Why can't
make a petition, bro?
There might be one, but it's too late now, man.
Why is it too late?
I don't know because they probably already
Chined it up.
Yeah, they've already mass produced it and they're done and whatever. But it's just like I see so much inconsistency with physical copies and PC copies of games. It's frustrating.
I think it's not just a PC problem though. It's getting to be somewhat universal. I talked to you earlier about the fact that there's this game that came out on the Switch called Astral Chain. Yeah. I loved it to death. I'm a huge fan of Platinum Games, and the only place that got collector's editions were the UK and Japan, and even then, both of their collector's editions were completely different.
Really?
Yes. The collector's edition box for Japan, so cool, beautiful, and it has like the art emblazoned on the front, and it's a long box, kind of like that was done for Bayonetta, the Ultimate Climax edition for the Switch as well.
Let me see if I can pull up a picture of this while you're talking.
Fair enough. And what happens is that they brought it out for the UK and Japan, and the States didn't get no love at all. The one for the UK for Astral Chain is like a blue, like trying to mimic like a faux metal type box with the logo emblazoned on the front. And as far as the box, the make of it, it's kind of cheap, but it opens up in a way that's actually pretty cool. It slides like there. Yeah, that's a good picture of the one for Japan.
Okay.
And it's beautiful. It has both main characters on it because you can play as either the brother or the sister in the game.
Okay.
And the one for the UK, if you go back, and you can see right there on the right.
This one right here.
Yep. Click on it.
Let's check this one out.
Yeah, you'll see how different it looks.
Whoa, that looks totally different.
Completely different. But I mean, the States didn't even get one. We just got the standard edition, and I just wish we got something like that because I love the game. And actually, funny enough, I did order the UK edition.
Yeah.
Because the UK edition, for those not in the know, comes with that lithograph,
Mm-hmm.
the Shikishi artboard that isn't in the Japanese version, and
Okay.
it's also all in English for an English speaker like myself.
Yeah.
But I will probably order the Japanese one because I'm
Okay.
such a big fan. It's
Yeah.
one of those things like I just want to have all of it.
Yeah, and you
And-
got it. You got it for me
For Christmas.
For Christmas, so
Mhm.
I will play it. I mean, I like those types of games in general. Yeah.
and it's challenging and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that whole situation of like different regions getting different collector's editions.
It's weird.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating, and it's like, it's just like, it makes you wonder like what kind of thought process is going into them doing this. Is it all money? Is it
I
all
wonder.
profit? Is it all based on metrics, or are they like literally sitting down and being like, this is what the gamers want? I don't think they're doing that.
Well-
I think it's more about metrics.
Well, the thing that gets me is that when they get two different collector's editions for different regions, like doesn't that also factor into how much money? Because there has to be a design
Yeah.
for that collector's edition. If they streamlined it and had the same one for each one, wouldn't that make it cheaper
I mean,
to
you,
have like
you
the
would
same
think so.
type of collector's
Yeah,
edition for each region?
you would think so.
I don't know.
You would think so, but
Especially if it's being built at one location,
Yeah.
and then being shipped out from there.
you would think
I don't
so.
know.
You would think so. But I mean, you know, it's just gonna be an online or it's gonna be a topic that me and Josie cover a lot because it is frustrating,
And we're passionate about it.
and we're passionate
and we like
about
to
it.
collect these.
And real quick before we go, could you give a shout out to Limited Run Games? I remember you wanted to talk
yes.
about that real quick.
Limited Run Games, they are awesome. I really like Limited Run Games.
me pull
I
up,
buy a lot of their games when they come out, especially when it's something interesting that I actually want to play. The most recent game that I ordered from them is Mary Skelter 2, which is like a dungeon crawler, first-person dungeon crawler with gothic Lolitas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. But they are starting to distribute games from a little-known JRPG maker called Idea Factory.
Okay.
But they also go ahead and they take a lot of titles that are only digital and they create physical versions of them. A good example right there of the cover sheet is Celeste.
Yes.
I brought the collector's edition of Celeste, and also
Oh,
River
nice.
City Girls.
Now, is that a spin-off of River City Ransom for NES? Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, it's really cool.
All right.
Golf Story also. So they take a lot of like and you know what? It's actually kind of bad. I don't know. This is room for discussion, but in terms of digital games, I tend to not purchase them outright because I want them physically. And usually they have like little collector's editions that come with sweet extras.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of wait for limited run games or super rare games
Yeah.
or special reserve games.
Yeah.
All three companies have their own distinct types of games that they go ahead and they make physical. I think Special Reserve Games did Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
Yes, I saw that, and
Physical.
I was bummed out when it was sold out. And
Well, actually, GameStop is selling it, so you can probably find it there,
okay.
to be honest. And it's actually not that expensive. But a game that we spoke about earlier, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp
Yes.
FE
Yeah, we wanted
Encore,
to. Yeah.
we want to say that game might be rare.
Yes.
It might become rare in the near future. It's because it's kind of niche.
Yeah.
And this is a re-release of that game, but they don't expect it to sell so well, especially
So they
since
probably made limited quantities of it.
Exactly.
So if you're interested in that game, I suggest you go get it. I went to get it, and the guy at the store was telling me that they were sold out of it all week, and he was like surprised that they actually had some copies. So yeah.
So that's just a shout out to like for people that are looking out for games and like, things that may become highly collected games too.
Yes.
Because don't collect it if you don't like it.
Don't collect just to collect. Do it because you like it. But yeah, I mean that's it for this week. I thought we covered a lot of cool topics. And we'll see you all next time.
Yeah, and if you like the content, please like and subscribe.
Thank you.